Well, we finally made it. Quartzsite camping. Desert camping in the dust. This is going to make everything else I've ever done look like glamping. All right. There aren't a whole lot of things to do around Quartzsite. Mostly sun and dirt and mud and stones and rocks. But it's always a little windy, so you could fly a kite. You just have to understand you need string strong enough to hold it in this wind, and you might not be able to bring it back until nighttime when the wind cools down a little bit. It is afternoon in Quartzsite. We get up about 7 o'clock, run around and visit the RTR and get some things done. We had to go get water. We ran out of drinking water. There's various places in town where you just drive up to a little vending booth and put in a quarter and get a gallon, or put in $4 and get 5 gallons. A lot of people do that. You can also buy the Primo jugs for 14 bucks for, I think, 5 gallons. In Quartzsite, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 churches that you can go to on Sundays, and Fridays, I think, is also a day. You can see all the information on the Quartzsite camels. Army was going to start using camels instead of horses because they carry more, and of course you don't have to feed and water them quite as much because they're independent and they just eat what's on the trail. Around Quartzsite, some interesting historic sites or museums: the Tyson Wells Stagecoach Station, the Quartzsite Jail, the Judge Lacey's home, which was also used as a jail cell, Anton Higley's General Merchandise Store, the Courier Home, circa 1900, Gunny's Military Museum, and High Jolly's tomb, who was the main caretaker and trainer of the camels. Around Quartzsite for camping, there's tons of BLM land. Pomosa, the Skadden Wash is another place. Dome Rock is the Quartzsite hill with the Q on it. Those are all free. You just find a nice place and camp there. And Roadrunner, just below where I am now. But there are regular RV parks here. Roughly right around 40 RV parks around the Quartzsite area. So they know people are coming, and they know some people want full hookups. Most of them don't have full hookups because Kofa Reserve, which is protection of bighorn sheep and other native wildlife, is primarily an off-road destination, but high clearance vehicles can traverse the roads. There is the town hall and library, which is a very nice library, and they have a lot of nice books. There's a radio-controlled model airfield, a fitness course, the Rainbow Garden, the disc frisbee golf. There's restrooms, pavilion dance slabs, dog park, radio-controlled. They have awesome dog parks. They have 3 dog parks for different size dogs: small, medium, and large. There's a metal detecting field, a skate park, a community center, a community annex, freedom center. And then in some of the areas there are Indian grinding mortars and petroglyphs. There are a bunch of motels. If you want to just come and look for a couple days, you want a nice comfy motel. There are a ton of restaurants and bars. You have all the regular fast food restaurants. Solar, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 solar companies that will do solar on your RV or sell you solar panels or whatever. As a last thing, there is public transportation in Quartzsite. They have a little shuttle bus that goes around and it's called the Camel Express. Oh, and it goes all the way up to Parker, Lake Havasu City, Yuma, Blythe, California. Service is available Monday through Friday, and our mobility aid accessible. So anyways, that's some of the things. Let's see what we can find running around out there and have a good time. All right, stay tuned. We got more coming.
But for example, beautiful land that you could camp on in Sedona, Arizona has been closed off to campers, mainly because of bad actors trashing the land or behaving poorly.
And I put my head at the front. I can see the stars at night, and I have about 2 inches before my feet hit the tailgate, and so I can lay stretched full out on my back and on both my sides.
All right, this is one small aisle of the flea market type stuff, and it goes on and on and on, and there's must be 100 of these. We're not probably going to get to all of them. Some of them are really cool. Some very interesting artwork. If you need a horse and buggy for artwork, boy, would be kind of cool to have those in the front yard. Replace the tree I had. I don't know how they get them all here without destroying them. The most important thing about this is it's supposed to be a rock and mineral show, and they do have some really neat crystals. This is huge. This is like 10 pounds. Here's the big tent, not the big tent really. Here's one of the, every good RV needs a back scratcher. More stuff, and more stuff. One of the things about the desert is that it's so incredibly flat. You just see things so far away. You don't realize how far away it is, but it's pretty interesting and you want to know what it is and how to get there. This is a mountain way out over. We're just driving through the desert and it's just so flat. It's just, there's nothing out there. It's a brush and cactus. We're at the Yuma Proving Grounds, the military test area, crossing over to the Imperial Dam to see if we can get Aquila some swim time. To get to the Imperial Dam long-term visitor area, LTVA, you need to go through the Yuma Proving Grounds, and there's 2 roads that go through these, and you want to take this one, which has the cannons on them, or mortars, or whatever they call these things, because there's 2 of them at the entrance, and you want to take the one that has it. And it's a brand new road, so it's pretty nice. And if you're a fan of tanks, we have to go through the Yuma Proving Ground, and there are enough tanks and personnel carriers here for everybody. These are just pretty cool. Some missile launchers, some howitzers, some mortars, some little kids. Did my dad work in one of those? Well, we are at Imperial Dam long-term visitor area. It's a little different than the place I'm at. It's much smaller. I think it's 4,000 acres or something like that. And it's got a lake, and it has unlimited water. So it also has showers, dump stations, all the facilities. We're gonna go down and play in the water, which he's all excited because he found a stick that he could play with and a lake. So it's the first time he's had a good time. We've been walking around and he's been like miserable. Well, way over there are where all the most people are parking. That's one of the big flat areas. It's a little warmer down here. We're almost to the Mexican border. But it's much the same as ours. This is the boat launch, and there's the host set up there, and then this is actually the dam right here. I don't know if that's the dam right there. You can drive across the dam to another part. These are the bathrooms at the other boat launch, and it looks like these are the showers, not the bathrooms, but they've got bathrooms on the other side. And these don't look too bad. Use a little paint, but they look pretty clean. You gotta, and they take tokens. And this is the token machine. They now give you longer shower times. Tokens cost $1. It takes one token to start the shower, and you get a 7 minutes per dollar. Well, we found a beach and a stick. He is a happy dog. Where's your stick? Go get your stick. He might be less muddy, but I doubt it. He's so happy he found something with no thorns. He's taking all his anger out on the thorny plants on that one little stick. Alright, so this is the TK Jones boat launch and campground. This is all brand newly paved and striped, and right there is the host if you need anything in here. But I don't know if it's like this every year, but I suspect it is. It's all just dirt out here, just dusty dirt. And this is what you drive through. And if I zoom in, it goes out of focus because you can't focus on dirt. But it's everything's covered in dust. It's a pretty dirty experience. We're gonna go back to the camper and probably take a shower. We'll see. Here comes a car coming with its lights on through the dust storm. This is my nearest neighbor, who seems to be there all the time. He's always working on that trailer. You see him up on the roof there. And he's got this flag with this tent that just makes me cold. I don't know what it is. It's like dog prints or something, but dog footprints, but it's always flapping like that. It just goes to show you how much wind there is here. It's just always windy. And where you disturb the rocks, like right here, it just turns to dirt. It just blows like dust everywhere. And like for us going in and out of our driveway, we make these tracks of dust. And it just, when you drive through it, it blows, and when the wind blows hard enough, it just blows everywhere anyway. So, but this is our view. We do have some pretty nice cactuses, I gotta say. I really like these great big saguaro cactuses. However, they unfortunately are not fire tolerant, because any little fire comes around them, they die. You'd think since they're all full of water, they'd be safe, but they're not.